Good day everyone, my name is Chuayurou. Today I will begin the ethical issue at the Boeing company. This presentation focuses on Boeing safety and quality culture, component representative and this lesson for the Alaska Airlines Flight 1 to incident. This is not only an engineering problem, it is also a business ethical issue because Boeing decisions can directly affect passengers, employees, airline customers, regulators, and the public. At the end of the presentation, I will explain the ethical dilemma, its effect, and several practical recommendations for Boeing to build trust. Boeing is one of the more major space companies. It was founded in 1916 and is headquartered in Arlington, Virginia. Its main business include commercial aircraft, defense, space, and related service. Boeing is an important ethical case because aviation depends on public trust. Passengers cannot personally interact on aircraft before the flight. This might rely on the manufacturer's quality system, airline operator, and government regulator. Therefore, Boeing has strong study of care. In a safety-critical industry, ethical conduct must guide every decision, especially when the production target and safety requirements seem to conflict. On 5 January 2024, Osaka Airlines Flight 10282 operated using a Boeing 7379 aircraft experienced an in-flight separation of a left mid-exit door plug after takeoff from Poland. The event caused pain destruction. Fortunately, there were no fatalities, but it created serious concern about Boeing manufacturing and quality control process. The ethical question is not only what technical part failed. We must also ask whether Boeing production and quality system allow employees to independently verify and escalator unsafe or incomplete work before the aircraft was delivered. The main ethical dilemma is safety versus schedule. A large manufacturer faces pressure to meet delivery dates, reduce work, protect revenue, and maintain its reputation. However, this commercial pressure must ever become more important than passenger safety. Boeing ethical obligation is to stop work when a concern is found, investigate the cause, report risk honesty, and deliver only complete aircraft. Ethical decision-making means that human safety is an non-negotiable responsibility. Passing work can be expensive in the short term, but ignoring a defect can cause much greater harm to people, public trust, and Boeing long-term future. It is important not to treat this case as a mistake for only one person. Ethical is a system. Leadership sees the crucial intensity and willingness to help backward news. Production and quality term build instead variety and when necessary stop work. Supplier also has responsibility for component documentation and community. However, Boeing remained accountable for an aircraft delivered under this name. A complete supply chain cannot be used as an excuse to avoid responsibility. The company must ensure that every part of the system has clear standard, reliable record, and the authority to raise concern without fear. This ethical issue has effects across five vector areas. Pollution is an increased fear oversight and public security. Economically, it can create reward cost, delivery delay, and lower investor confidence. Socially, it can damage passenger class airline relationship and employer moral. The technology it highlight the need for stronger traceability and quality data system. Regularly, is compliance and duties and possible litigation exposure. This framework shows that an ethical pressure is not isolated. A problem in quality culture can spread across the organization and affect many stakeholders. From a political disparity, being has faced calls overnight from the Federal Aviation Administration and other public bodies where internal government laws clearly regulator must take a stronger role. Each can show approve and limit maintenance flexible. From a legal perspective, a compliance program must work in practice, not only exist on paper. In 2024, the U.S. Department of Justice said the Boeing has breached obligations and under this found deferred prosecution agreement. This key lesson is that transport reporting, meaningful investigation, and corrective action are necessary to maintain the confidence for regulator and society. The economic effects include addition in schedule, remote delayed delivery, possible conversion, and cash flow pressure. Boeing reported negative operation cash flow and negative free cash flow in the second quarter for 2024. These figures has multiple costs, but show how production declining and loss of confidence can become financial significant. The social effects are equally important. Passenger memory about safety. Airline must protect this on board, and employer may feel discovered if their belief concerns are ignored. A company cannot build this reputation only through public statement. People must see consistent evidence that problems are being addressed. Technology can help Boeing improve quality, but it cannot replace ethical guidelines. Digital production record can show whether work was complete and expected. Quality identity can intervene recurring defects before delivery. Supplier traceability can connect components to process and corrective action. A store workflow can also give quality personnel a clear process to have unsafe work. However, even the best digital system can fail its employer are pressure to present things all over verification. Therefore, technology must be combined with an ethical culture and the pen review and real authority for quality term to act. I commend filing action. First, beyond should use an independent monitor who report directly to the board safety committee. Second, it should strengthen speak up protection so employees and suppliers can report concern without retaliation. Third, excluding pay should be linked to leading safety indicators, not only delivery volume of financial target. Fourth, the Boeing should expand end-to-end digital accessibility and protect stock work authority. Finally, it should partly quarterly safety and quality dashboard with meaningful progress indicator. These recommendations work together to create accountability, being information and stronger incentive. This recommendation has clear benefits that can deflect risk error, improve communication with regulators and apply strengthen accountability and make employers more willing to speak up. At the same time, Boeing must manage several challenges. Independent review can be cost and many face internal resistance. Metrics can be manipulated if they are too simple. Supplier systems can also be difficult to integrate. For this reason, Boeing should be used balanced measurable intervention audit and leading indicators such as training provision, defect prevention, corrective action costs, and non-retaliation outcomes. Programs must be measured, not merely announced. In conclusion, Boeing case show why business ethical method is a safety critical industry. The Flight 1282 event and related regulatory council demonstrate the quality failures can become ethical failures when system incentive of transparency do not adequately protect people. The concept includes potential security, financial cost, damage, trust, technology change, and legal risk. Boeing is a long-term success depends on making safety, honesty, and accountability visible in each daily decision. The practical center is simple, stop and safe work, investigate honesty, correct root cause, and prove programs with independent evidence. These are the main sources and used in the presentation. The National Transport Safety Board investigation record the U.S. Department of Justice case information and Boeing 7379 adapt and annual report. That's for listening. I welcome any suggestion and today. This is my presentation.